Okay, so way back on, what was it, Friday? Last day we worked in here? We did the consolidated Lady Lobster, Henry, and Sharon. And on consolidated, we did the auto sum function that was cell referencing to Lady Lobster, Henry, and Sharon to get all those combined together, correct? So what you should be doing today is be on EX536 in your books. So green section, EX536. And you want to be on the consolidated page. So consolidated page up, and then EX536 once again. First thing we're going to do is highlight A5 to B12. So highlight A5 to B12 on the consolidated page. Okay, once you have A5 to B12 highlighted, then what you're going to do is go up to the Insert tab. And once you go to the Insert tab, it says, okay, let's go over here to the different charts and go to this one right here which says Insert Pie or Donut. Hit the down arrow. And it says go to the second one, which is 3D Pie. And go ahead and click on it. And what should happen is it should automatically put a 3D pie chart in the middle of your page. And it should look like mine. What I see on a couple of yours over there is go ahead. I'll do this next step and then show you what you need to do to fix your problem. It says then move this chart down here to A15. So it's not in the middle of the page. In order to do that, make sure the whole chart's selected and then just click it and drag it to A15. And then you two here, I can see yours. Click here, deselect it then and go here and then do the fill option. Like fill that formula in, all the rest of it down. Because you didn't do that. No, just do the fill option like this. Make the black cross. There you go. Okay. So now we have it there. It says the next thing it wants us to look at is click where it says chart title where there currently isn't a title and select that. And type in 2020 consolidated expenses for your chart title. So 2020 consolidated expenses for the chart title. And then click right here for more options. And the one they want you to go to is Style 9, which is this one right here. So you're going to have to hit the down arrow on Chart Design and go to Style 9. So Chart Design, down arrow, should open these up, hover over it. Find the one that says Style 9, click on that. So you should have 2020 consolidated expenses, you should have Style 9. Then it says to resize it. It says make it start in A15, but then grab this corner to make this arrow and drag it down to, I think, G32. F32, sorry. F32 is what they say. So from A15 to F32. Doing good? Okay, next step is to click on just the 14%, the fuel slice. So what you got to do is click on it once and then click it a second time. Don't double click it. Like do real fast, just click once and then click a second time. And it should just highlight just this one. And then right click your mouse. And we're going to go down to the one that says Format Data Point. And when we click on Format Data Point, it should give us a box over here. It wants us to make it have a 15% explosion. So should have a 15% explosion. So click on 14, right click, Format Data Point, 15% explosion.
Why am I all pulled apart?
It's because you probably got it all selected. Undo. If it messes up, hit undo. Can you help with that?
Yeah.
Okay, next step. With that piece still selected, it tells us to go to this one right here. May have to, let's see. Okay, you're going to have to right click again to go to 3D rotation. So right click on that 14% again, go to 3D rotation, and then want you to go and change the 0 for X rotation to 250. And when you type in 250 for your X rotation, it's going to flip the whole pie chart around, and now our 14% should be on the bottom right. So X rotation of 250. Okay, next step here is to go to the whole table, Okay, so select the whole table now. And then it says to go to this thing right here, where it's the plus sign for chart elements. And it tells you chart table, data labels, legend. Do we see those options? The one they want us to look at is your data labels. Hit the over arrow and choose the outside end option. Mine's acting stupid. Okay. Mine's acting pretty stupid here. We'll see if we can fix it later. Okay, then it goes to data labels. It says go to more options, and it wants you to select category name. Oh, that's the problem. My font's like white. Percentage and show leader lines. And it should be outside end. And like I said, for some reason my font is white. I'm guessing yours is not. Does yours go white also? Okay, so maybe go to black text 1 for your under home while you got those all selected, so that they can appear now. Because I don't know why I did white. Okay, now here's what's going to happen. If it looks like that, that's fine. It's going to look different than the book, but I don't care. But what you're going to notice is we click the leader lines, but they're not there. This is what you have to do. You're going to have to click on each one of these individually. And when I move this over, if you watch, it's going to add a line that connects it to its piece of the table. So I want you to kind of move those so that your leader lines become visible. See how I did that? So just slightly move those so that the leader lines show up. So it should look like that somewhat, roundabout. So you should have advertising labeled with percents and a leader line visible. And then hit save, so you're saving as you go. And then flip your page to EX542. And it tells you to select the whole table again. So have the whole table selected. Don't be down just like this. You want to be out here where the whole thing is selected. And go to Format for your chart tools. And there should be a Shape Outline option. It says to choose the blue-gray outline. I don't think it really has us do anything to other than that. So basically what you did there is you added this blue-gray little line around the entire thing. That's all you did.
Get to the chart styles.
Chart styles?
Yeah, how'd you look up the one on the top?
You mean this? Click here and hit this.
Alright.
And then go to Shape Outline and just choose blue-gray. Then it tells us to go down here to consolidated expenses and right click and hit select all sheets. So right click consolidate it and click select all sheets. Then it says to go up here to page layout. And once you go to page layout, it says choose margins. Actually, orientation first, choose landscape, then go to margins, and choose custom margins, and it should give us different options. 0.75 at the top, 0.3 for header. The ones they want you to change is left to 0.5 and right to 0.5 as well. Then hit OK. Okay, next thing, and kind of getting here towards the last thing, is we're adding headers and footers. So anytime you want to add headers and footers, you're going to have to change to a different layout because you're currently in probably this layout, which is your normal layout. The one you want to do is go to this one, which is page layout. And it should then add this add header and add footer option. You guys see that? And they want you to go up to where it says add header. And they say, this is on page 544, so if you can't read it up here, type in Shelly Cashman. Then enter expenses worksheet. I guess that was supposed to just leave it there. It's going to be different, but that's fine. And then over here it says to choose this one right here. So the right side, choose current date, and it should say and date on there. So Shelly Cashman expenses worksheet and date. You got that showing up? And then go down to your footer. And in the footer, what you're going to want to select is on the middle, you should put and tab, and there should be a tab option. Sheet name. Click where it says sheet name, and it should put and tab there in the middle. So go to header footer, and then go to sheet name, and it should put and tab on the page. You got to choose header footer though for your layout right here. I'll come around here in a second if those. And then you type space, page, space, and then you go up to page number and it puts and page. And if you guys just look up here, I'll show you what this does. I don't want you to do it. But if I go to File, Print, what you should have is Shelley Cashman, and it says Consolidated Page 1. So it took the sheet tab that we named it and put Consolidated Page 1. If I go to the next one, it's kind of slightly off. It says Shelley Cashman, Lady Lobster, Page 3. Does that make sense? And then hit Save, and that is our stopping point for the day. But raise your hand.